Welcome! So today we are building lower body strength and confidence with some simple but powerful exercises for your glutes and your legs. And we're going to focus on form and control and really trying to activate and connect your glutes into the exercises. For this session today, you will need a chair and optional, a loop band. If you haven't got one, it doesn't matter, you can do without. So let's start with our warm-up. We're going to start with a cat-cow. So let's come down to a mat and let's come onto our hands and knees. So we've got our shoulders directly over our wrists and our knees directly underneath our hips. We're going to take a breath in, and as you exhale, tuck your tailbone, draw your belly button up towards your spine and flex through into your cat. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lengthen your head and tailbone away from each other and through into your extended cat or your cow. Let the movement flow. We're moving the spine and warming up. Some good mobility. Good. Let's do two more here. Really draw that belly button up towards the spine, and then as you come into your extended cat or your cow, we're sliding the shoulder blades down the back. One more. And then come to rest. Turn yourself over. We are going to do some glute bridges to start warming up this movement, which we're going to do quite a bit in this session today. So from here, we just want to lie on our back, feet flat on the floor, legs hip width apart and parallel. Connect your shoulder blades down into the mat, arms by your side. We're going to squeeze the glutes. We're going to lift the hips straight up, lower them back down. And again. Pressing your feet into the floor, and that sense of opening the hips up at the top. Start to feel that connection of the glutes and that whole posterior chain of the body by pressing your feet into the floor, particularly the heels, activating through your hamstrings and your glutes. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower yourself down. Bring yourself up to sitting, and we're going to come and stand up. Popping your feet flat on the floor underneath your hips. Hands on your hips. Lengthen that spine up to the ceiling. Crown of the head lengthening up. We're going to circle our hips down, around and down. And then the other side, warming up through those hips. Making some hip circles. Alternating sides each time. Let's go for 3, and 2, and 1, and rest. Okay, some little squats. So feet hip width apart, or a little bit wider if you like. Little squats. We're going to send that bottom backwards and stand up tall. This isn't a full range squat. We're just warming up. So we're warming up through our hips, knees, and ankles. And I want you to think about keeping a proud chest. So we're not rounding down like this. We're sending the hips backwards. We're keeping our heart shining forwards. Good. Let's go 4 more. 3, 2, last one. And you can rest. That is our warm-up complete. So we're going to move into circuit number 1. Make sure you've got some water with you, and for this circuit you will need your chair and optional loop band. Okay? We are going to do this circuit through twice. Let me demonstrate the exercises for you. So exercise number 1 is a squat to a chair. Standing in front of your chair, feet shoulder width apart, hands together in the front. We're going to send that bottom backwards. We're going to tap down and we're going to drive back up. Really press through the heels. So that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2 is our glute bridge pulses. We're going to lift up into our glute bridge. We're going to stay there. We're going to make little pulses up and down. Really squeeze those glutes. Okay, that's exercise number 2. And then exercise number 3 is our clam with our band. The band is going around both legs, above the knees. And you're going to lie on your side. Feet are in line with hips, and we've got an engagement in the underside of the waist. We're going to open our oyster or our clam and lower down. Okay, this is exercise number 3. But obviously, we need to do both sides. So those are the 3 exercises. We're going to do each one for 40 seconds, and then we're going to rest for 20 seconds, and we're going to repeat that through. So, band by your side, ready to go, chair ready. Take some water on if you need to. Let me get my timer ready. We're going to start with our squats to chair. In 2, 1, off we go. Tap down, drive up, 40 seconds on the clock. Try to avoid here the knees collapsing inwards. We don't want this, okay? We want the knees to track the toes. Tap and lift. Really drive through your heels as you come back up. Good. 12 seconds to go of our 40 seconds. We're doing 40 seconds work, 20-second rest. And 20-second rest, but let's take our position down on the floor, get ourselves ready for our glute bridge pulses. So we're lying on our back, feet and legs are parallel, hip width apart, shoulder blades connected down into the mat, arms by your side. And off we go. Lift up into your glute bridge. Little squeezes up and down. This is not a big movement, but really press those heels into the floor to activate that posterior chain and use your glutes. Squeeze them every time you lift. We don't want to overarch the lower back, okay? So we don't want to end up really high. You don't need to be that high. Keep that sense of tucking your tail in between your legs. And squeeze. Make sure those knees are staying in line with the hips and the ankles. And down you come to rest. 20-second break. Let's set ourselves up for our clam. If you're using a band, pop it around your legs, above the knees, and come and lie down on your side. And off we go. Open and close. If it's helpful, you can pop your hand on your top hip here so that you don't end up rolling back like this. We don't want to do that. We want to keep these hips stacked, one on top of the other. Remember your engagement in the underside of the waist here. You've got a little grape there, so we don't want to squash him. Open and close. We're rotating at this hip, using the resistance of the band if you've got one. And rest. Turn yourself around to the other side. In our 20-second of rest, getting yourself set up to go on the other side. Feet are in line with the spine. I've got that lift in the underside of the waist. I'm ready to go. Off we go. Open and close. Good, guys. Remember to stack your hips. No rolling back. We want that full range of rotation at the hip without then rotating the spine as well. And rest. Well done, guys. We are going to take a longer break here before we come into round 2. So you can take your band off, pop it down to the side, and you can come and have some water. So we're going to move into round 2. Same exercises, our squat to chair, our glute bridge pulses, and our clams with or without band on both sides. Let's bring ourselves up to standing. Give yourself a little stretch out, shaking the legs if you need to, pausing if you need to, grabbing some water. Please make sure you've got some water with you. And then we're going to set ourselves up to go round 2. Here we go. Keep your core engaged. Squat back. Tap the chair with the back side. Draw back up. Press those feet into the floor, particularly those heels, driving through the back line of your legs. Making sure our knees stay in line with our toes. They're not collapsing inwards. We're squatting and driving. Keeping that proud chest. We've not collapsed the spine. It's still in neutral. It's nice and long. Eye line forwards. 5 seconds here. And rest. Bring yourself down to your mat for your glute bridge pulses. Feet hip width apart and parallel. Arms down by your side. Shoulder blades down. Remember, we want to keep those knees in line with the ankles and the hips. So we're not doing this or this. Off we go. Up to hold. Squeeze. Squeeze. Feel that connection. Really feel that back line of my legs, my hamstrings, my glutes, and it's coming from that connection with my heels into the floor. Having said that, don't do what I see a lot of people do and lift their toes off the floor. Keep all the foot down. Just feel and press through those hips. Sorry, those heels. Squeeze, squeeze. Lifting up and down. Little movement. And keep breathing. And roll all the way down. Come up to sitting. Pick up your band if you're using it and pop it around your legs. Coming into our clam. Lie yourself down on one side. Ready to go. Open and close. Keep that sense of core being engaged. Now we've still got that rib to hip connection. That will help you stop rolling backwards. Remember the engagement of the of the underside of the waist. So we're not just sunk into the floor down there. And open, close. Good, guys. Nice. And rest. Sit yourself up. Turn yourself over onto the other side. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Lower yourself down. Make sure your feet are in line with your spine. Off we go. Remember, if you want to, you can have your hands on your hips. It gives you a bit of feedback as to what your body's doing. You can feel it if it's moving, if you're rolling back. Open, close. We're working the glute med and the glute min here, guys. The smaller glute muscles that are responsible for rotating the hip joint. And rest. Whew, end of round 2. You can take the band off. We're going to take a longer break here. Okay, have a little bit of water. Right, so let me show you the 3 exercises for circuit number 2. So we have our reverse lunge knee drive. We're going to stand facing the short edge of the mat. You can pop your hands on your hips or out in front of you, I don't mind. You're going to step back with one leg. We're going to take a lunge down. We're going to lunge back up. We're going to drive that knee up. We're going to step back and lunge. Forwards and drive. So we're working the same side, okay? Then our second exercise will be the other leg of that reverse lunge knee drive. Then we're going to do sumo squat pulses. So this is a wide stance with the feet and we're turned out laterally from the hips, okay? So the knees are going to go over the toes, arms in front of you. We're going to come into a big sumo squat and we're going to pulse here. Yeah? Sumo squat pulses, exercise number 2. Exercise number 3, last exercise of this round, is our glute bridge march. Let me demonstrate that for you. So down on your back. For this one, I personally like my feet a little bit closer together. We're going to lift up into a glute bridge. We're going to hold. We're going to keep those hips level with each other as we bring one leg up into a knee fold or a march. We're going to lower it back down and then the other side. So we're alternating legs each time. We're trying to keep those hips level rather than doing this. Okay? So those are our 3 exercises. We don't need the chair, we don't need the band, so we can get rid of them. All right, we're going to start with our reverse lunge knee drive. Okay, so stand facing the front edge. We've got 5 seconds to go. We're going to start. We're going to go left leg backwards, step backwards, lunge, up, and knee drive. Left leg back, lunge, up, knee drive. You need some balance here and you really need your core engaged to kind of keep you stable as your body weight is transferring all over the place in this exercise. Keep your eye line facing forwards on something to help you with your balance. 10 seconds to go on this leg. 3, 2, 1, and stop. 20 seconds rest. Shake the legs out. Same thing on the other side. Facing that short edge of your mat. Keep that core engaged, ready to go in 5 seconds. We're going to go right leg backwards this time. Off we go. Step back, lunge, drive the knee forwards. As you come back up, press that left foot into the floor. Keep your core engaged. Keep your eye line forwards. Focus on form, focus on control. You don't need to focus on speed. 15 seconds. 5 to go. And rest. 20 seconds rest. Give those legs a shake out. We're coming into our sumo squat, exercise number 2. So we have feet nice and wide. Remember, we're turned out from the hips, not parallel in the legs, okay? This activates and gets your glutes switched on. Off we go. Take your sumo squat and we pulse. 40 seconds here. Little, up and down. Keep that chest proud and forwards. Squeeze that core. Use that to support you. Oh, this is a burning one. Feel those glutes on, feel those quads working. 20 seconds, we're halfway. Good. Make sure the knees are tracking the middle toe, not collapsing inwards. And we are nearly there, guys. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, standing up, give those legs a shake out. We've got glute bridge marches next. So we're down onto our mat. As I said, I like my feet a little bit closer together for this one. Arms by your side. Up we come into our glute bridge hold, and then we're going to march, bringing one leg up, placing it back down. The aim of the game here is to keep these both sides of the hips level. To do this, you probably don't want to do this exercise too fast because you'll lose that control. The foot that's on the floor, really press it into the floor. Feel that activation of the back line. If it's helpful, you can do what I'm doing here and just pop a couple of fingers on the sides of the hips. Gives yourself some feedback, helps you focus on where we're trying to create the stability and control. And rest, guys. Whew, that's round one done. We're going to take a minute rest. Grab some water. Never feel that you have to rush exercises. It's not a race. Much rather have form and quality over quantity, especially when you're learning things and you're new and you're figuring out where to activate, where to feel it in the body. Right, we're going to do that again. We're going to start round two with our reverse lunge knee drives. So stand yourself up, give your legs a little shake out, and we've got 15 seconds more to rest. Yeah, we always want form and quality over quantity. Never be tempted to rush things just for the sake of feeling like you should be doing it faster. Off we go. Set yourself up, ladies. Hands on the hips or in front of you. Left leg is going back first. Keep that core engaged. Off we go. Step back. Lunge, drive up and lift. Step back. Lunge, up, lift. Drive through that heel. We want to focus on driving through the heel, not pushing from the back leg, okay? Drive from the front leg up. 10 seconds, guys. Nearly there. And rest. 20-second rest. Give your legs a shake out. We're going to do the other side. So, facing that short edge of the mat again, hands on the hips. Take some nice deep breaths. We are going to go again in 3, 2, 1. Right leg back. Take your lunge. Drive up. Keep that core engaged. Remember to focus your gaze on something in front of you to help you with your balance. And again, go at your own pace. You don't have to go at the pace that I'm going. If you need to go slower to keep that control and that form and the balance, that's absolutely fine. 15 seconds, ladies. Five seconds. And rest. Give those legs a shake out. We've got a 20-second break. We're coming into our sumo squat pulses. So we have got wide feet. We are turning out our hips, our legs from our hips. That sense of wrapping the glutes round. Ready to go in 2, 1. Find your squat pulse. Pulse, pulse. Obviously, if this isn't suitable for your knees, don't do it. If it's causing any pain, that's a rule for any exercise you do. Everybody is different. Not every exercise is suitable for every person. Keep those knees over the toes. We've got 15 seconds. We're well over halfway. And squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5 seconds. You've got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing up. Whew. Shake those legs out. We've got glute bridge marches. Last exercise of round 2. Bring yourself down to the mat. Feet and legs parallel, maybe slightly narrower than hip width. Come up into your glute bridge to hold. And we're going to march. One leg up, one leg down. Remember those hips. We want to keep both sides of the pelvis level. No need to rush. Take your time. Feel that connection into the glutes. When you start to lift the leg off the floor, you know, your body has to adapt to that shifting balance, that shifting body weight. That's it, ladies. Nearly there. And rest. Circuit number 2 is done. Bring yourself up to seated. Well done, ladies, all done. Let's come into a cool down. So let's lower ourselves down onto the mat for a figure of 4 stretch. Left leg over right. If you can feel a stretch in the left glute here, great. If you can't, pick the leg up, pop your hands behind your right thigh. And then change legs, right leg over left into your figure of 4. Same thing applies. If you can feel your glute stretch here, great. If not, just pick up the leg, drawing it in towards you. Lower those legs down and rest. Slowly bring yourself up to seated. And we're going to turn onto our knees. Hip flexor stretch. Let's bring that right leg forwards. Square yourself off to that short edge of your mat. Bring that body weight forward so you can feel a stretch and opening across the front of the left thigh and hip. And then we come in and out of the stretch. And then bring that right leg back. Change sides. Eye line forwards. Again, make sure you're not collapsed in the spine. Chest is proud, looking forwards. One more. And then come back with that left leg. Bring yourself up to standing. We've got a hamstring stretch, so we're going to put that right leg forwards, left leg back, hinge forwards, flat back, stretching through the back of the leg. And then we're going to change sides. And then standing up tall, we're going to take a quad stretch. If you want to have your hand on the wall or a chair for this, that's absolutely fine. We're going to bring one leg up behind. And then change sides. Much more wobbly on this side than the other side today. Pop both feet down on the floor and let's just finish by bringing the arms up towards the ears, circle around and down. And again, lifting up, around and down. Last one. And thank you so much for joining. If you've loved this session and you want more structured progressions, longer sessions, then please join the Stronger Together Studio tier on this community, where you'll be able to access a lot more content, a lot more structured programs. Thank you ever so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.